Hi, this is Naveen Nanjundappa. Today, we're going to talk about certifications. Certifications are everywhere. Which one is best suited for you? A lot of students ask me, Sir, I'm interested in CSM certification, CSPO certification, PMP certification, and a lot more other certifications in the market. Which one is best suited for you? In fact, I start with the conversation with everyone saying that certifications are not your focus areas, should not be your focus areas unless you understand the background behind these certifications. So let's look at the FAQs with certifications and why are certifications important for us. The certifications are important for you when you start looking for getting introduced into a knowledge area, to get deeper insights into a knowledge area, or to get a latest trends in the market in that knowledge area. That is when you look for a certification, because these certification programs are a best introduction to such situations. Then you are getting to notice. You want to get noticed from other people. You want to be differentiated from other people, be it at office or at the job. So you want to make sure that you are getting noticed for the skills that you have. Certifications make you stand out. And then you have to demonstrate to the other people that you have skills, you have the knowledge, and you have practiced it. So when you want to demonstrate your skills, knowledge, or practices, certifications are the best because they are the third party certified or third party approved certificates, which will make sure that it is neutral, that you have passed the minimum criteria that is required for that state. Now, just by having a certification, is that going to help you? No. You need to look at when to get your certifications. Typically, when would you get your certifications? You would want to get your certifications when you're preparing for a job interview and to get a new job, new company, or to start a new career in a new area. Certifications make you stand out with these interview process, because a lot of interviewing candidates are being shortlisted based on the certifications they hold. Sometimes they go through an automated search engine where keywords are searched, and if your profile does not list those keywords, I'm certain that you would not be shortlisted even for the interview. Next, when you have to get promoted in your organization, certainly the organization would look for your skills and practices and expertise, and hence certification proved to be a very important step for your promotions within your organizations. And then if you have to learn deeper and get deeper expertise, then certifications is a way to go. So I'm sure you would have identified why do you want to get your certifications and when do you want to get your certifications. Now look at each one of these in detail. Which certification best suits you if you're preparing for an interview and get a new job? In fact, my recommendation is do not choose any certifications when you're looking for a job interview, because which certification is going to fetch you a job is absolutely based on the need of the organization and where do you apply. For example, if you are applying for a company which does not work on Scrum, any of the Scrum certification is not going to be useful for you. On the other side, if the organization is working in Scrum framework and using Scrum, then your certification has to be in the direction of the organization needs, which is in Scrum. But there are a lot of certifications. You need to be careful when you choose those certifications. Don't just go by the buzzwords. Now, what do you have to do? If you're preparing for a job interview and you want to get a new job or change the career and you are confused about which certification to go ahead, you should first ask yourself, what kind of company am I applying to? What kind of frameworks do those companies use? And is the certification really valued in their interviewing process as well as shortlisting process? How can you get this information? Give a try on their career website and then look for what kind of certifications are they looking at, what kind of skills are they looking at. And if you have the skills, I think you should just go ahead and apply looking for the interview. And if your profile does not get shortlisted in spite of your skills in the same area, probably you might have to look at the certification. Look for the certification which is relevant, and only if you are profile is not shortlisted or you are getting rejected in the interview. Now, this is a very interesting stuff. If your profile is not getting shortlisted, which means you don't have the necessary skills. And now think again, just by getting a certification, do you think you will acquire the skills that will build the trust on the employer and hire you? I hear a lot of people calling me, I don't have an experience in Scrum, but if I do a CSM certification, will I get the job as a Scrum Master? My answer is, you will not get a job as a Scrum Master if you don't have a background experience. Now, what do I do in such situations? You should go ahead and apply for the job and check what is that you're going to bring on table during the interview and during the work. If your profile is shortlisted based on your past experiences, the certification could be value add, but certification itself is not going to get you a job. I hope it is clear for you that just by having a list of certifications does not make you suitable for a job. And it is also the need of the organization that is looking for hiring you. So what are you supposed to do? First, go ahead, apply for the job. If your profile is not shortlisted, analyze why is it not shortlisted? When can it get shortlisted? How can it get shortlisted? Is it because of the skills? Is it because of your experiences? Is it because of the organizational need? Or you are missing a certifications? You look at it, certifications is the last step. Yes. Now let us assume that you get into the interview and your profile is shortlisted. In the interview, if you clear the interview, you know that the certification was not required for you to show your skills and practices, experiences. In case you get failed in the certification, in case you get failed in the interview and you notice that you failed because of the lack of skills, then you should look at the certification program not as a certification, but to fill up the gaps that you have in the knowledge area. In which case, you need to look for the best of the certification programs, not just as a certification, but who is providing it. Does the person who is training you has the sufficient skills, knowledge, and also has the capability to ensure that you would be sufficiently equipped as part of the certification and training program so that you can face your interviews much better and fetch a job. Now think over, why are you getting certified? Are you getting certified just because other people told you, or are you really having a need and a reason for getting certified? The second one is a promotion in your organization. Which certification is best suited for you in this case? Every organization will require a certain skills for you to get promoted. Rather than somebody external telling you, do this certifications or this program, I think your internal management or your senior manager could be a best person to help you in which certification best suits you to get promoted. In which case, most of the times, the organization is going to sponsor or have an internal training programs. You should choose those things as a priority. After getting certified or a trainings internally, and you need an external certification, check with your management if they can sponsor, and then look for those certifications. There are a lot of certifications, but not everything is suited you. So you need to look for which certification is going to give you a promotion, because your objective is to get promoted and acquire a necessary skill set. I can tell you, more than a certification at this point, I think you should have a good mentor within your organization to take you to the next promotion level. So explore an option for getting mentored rather than getting a certification itself. Mentorship will overvalue the certification to begin with. Certainly, as we mentioned in the earlier stages, certification is going to give you an edge, but then a mentorship will take you over to a next level itself. So I hope you will be able to talk to your management to identify which certification is best suited for you for the promotions that is required and the skill set that you need to demonstrate. The next one is, if you're looking to get into a new field of work or to get deeper understanding. Now this is a different ball game. In these situations, you are looking for getting the best of the knowledge, which means you should look at what is the background of the trainer, how is the course content, what do you get out of this course, and then more than a certification itself, can I explore getting this program without a certification? If there are options, you should try it out, but the trainer makes a big difference rather than the certification itself in the situation. I can tell you, when I started working, I was introduced to Scrum way back in 2005, but then my first certification was in 2012 related to Scrum, which means a lot of years I spent without a certification, and the certification was only required when my customers was asking for it. So look after, are you getting to get certified for getting a deeper knowledge or to just show it to others? I value the certification program as a reason for you to get deeper knowledge and to learn more. In such case, remember, the trainer is more important, the content is more important. Does the content and the trainer suit your style? Are they supportive? What is their background? Is that best needed for you? So look after all these situations and then take a decision. It is important for you to understand that you have to be conscious about certain situations and certain things in the market. The first and foremost, do not be fooled by a sales pitch for any certification programs. There are a lot of training programs and ticketing companies which will try to sell the certification programs they have. In fact, you should be conscious that they could put in a beautiful sales pitch that will provoke you to take the certification program. Unless you have a real good reason for a certification program, be aware you're just getting to be a victim of a sales pitch. In which case, you lost, they won. But I hope you are sensible enough to make a decision on what you need, have a discussion, especially with the trainer, their style. Look out for sample videos, look out for the feedbacks from the organizations or the feedback from the trainer and the videos and the style. If it makes sense, then only you go ahead. Do not take a decision just on the sales pitch that you're going to hear. There are a lot of salespeople who would have beautiful sales pitch. They would give you that all the certifications have wonderful opportunity for you to get a new job, get a promotion, get deeper into the market, and then get differentiated. They will show you all the salary stuff. They will show you that if you are certified with this, your salary is going to improve, your salary is going to multiply multifold, and then you're going to be getting a beautiful jobs abroad, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, all these are sales pitch. The amount of salary you get depends on the organization, depends on the position, depends on the market conditions, depends on your project type and your skills that you bring on table. So do not be fooled by a sales pitch, especially for a certification, and every certification has a different outcome. So I hope you're conscious about this. Not all certifications in the market are the ones that you need and that is made for you. Look out for which certification is best suited for you. Just because your colleague has done a certification or just because you have heard about a certification does not mean that you need to do that certification or get that certification. I see a lot of people in the market where they have just gone ahead and did all the certifications and they put in all the certifications on their profile. I really wonder sometimes, do they have time to practice all those things? Think over. Are you just collecting the certifications, or every certification is an investment for your learning and a returns? I always look at it this way. Every time I invest money into the certification program, does the program give me 10x returns? At least. Which means, let's assume that you take up a program of 25,000. I need to be getting back 2.5 lakhs in return. That's 10 times my investment. If you don't get that much investment back, I think your investment is going to be only a spending rather than an investment. I hope you will be conscious about this. Not all certifications are made for you. Take some time, evaluate, and then go ahead. Especially be conscious about the YouTube videos which will promote one certification versus the other, the YouTube videos which will promote a specific certifications, or the sales pitch again. Remember, your decision to get a certification should not be an advice from the other person. It should be a natural selection for your situations and your next step. Also, discounts does not mean that you need to get certified and does not mean that they're good for you. We see a lot of good sales pitch, beautiful, provoke you, and then come up with a discounted price. Just because you're getting some certification at a discounted price does not mean that they're good for you. There are a lot of students who come back to me and ask me that there are various other trainers who are giving at a discounted price. I say, is that a discount or is it you're spending money as a waste? Look at it. If the reason why you want to get certified is clear for you, then honestly, discounts does not matter. By saving 1,000, 2,000, you're not going to be rich. But then if you select the certifications with the right approach, with the right mindset and the reason for it, I'm sure you're going to be rich. So when you have selected, don't look for just the certification discounts, and no, don't choose a certification just because you're getting at a discount. I see a lot of people where the Scrum certifications average out in the market around 25,000. There are other organizations which give certifications on Scrum at hardly 500 to 1,000, and then some companies are offering at a 5,000 rupee discount, 5,000 rupee for a certification program. A lot of students who have taken up these certifications which cost about 5,000 have come back saying that there was not much of a learning, nor those certifications are recognized in the industry. They just opted for a discounted certification or a free learning certifications, and they are not recognized. So be cautious about all these things. There are a lot more if I have to tell you, but I hope in this video you have learned about why is certification important, what is the focus area when you have to look for certifications, and the conscious decisions that you're going to take up. This is Naveen Nanjundappa from 12 Principles Consulting. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please do share. And if you have been fooled around with a sales page or you made a wrong decisions on a certification, don't forget to put that in the comments below. And if you have made a right decision by selecting a certification, I would like to hear why did you select the certification and how did you arrive at the selection of that certification. That would be a great discussion point. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you so much. See you in another video.